Yes, Shalom Israel. Shalom Yahweh Shem Shabbat to my brothers and to my sisters. Shalom Yahweh Shem Shabbat. I'm Priest and Officer Galwan, and this is the I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General YAHANNA right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Right? I'm very angry, I'm very hurt, very upset, right, of the state that Trinidad and Tobago has become. It was worse in the past, but now it gets more out of control. You understand? We have these different races supporting each other to attack black people. Right? First thing first, look what it did to Dr. Gabriel. She got fired immediately because she made some racist statement, as they say. Right? But this East Indian doctor, he made some worse, some more extreme racist statement, and he still has his job. This is show proof. This is just one of the proof that all these racists team up to attack black people. Right? I'm upset again. The Zesser party, we had a Zesser party in Valsayn, and then it had a next party in the west in Trinidad. You understand? In West Shore in Trinidad. And what happened? Gary Griffith allowed the white people who calling themselves 1%, they're really white, but they're calling themselves 1%. Gary Griffith allowed those white people in the west to have their party, right, when they was breaking the COVID regulations. But the black people who was in Valsayn, Gary Griffith sent his jeep load and locked them up and charged them, right, for the black people who was in Valsayn, and tried to make a loophole to say why it is right for the white people in the west to have a party, but it's wrong for the black people in Valsayn to have a party. You understand? Again, it had a next Zest party in Kelly Village, but it had a white or high class people, 1% people, rich people in Valsayn had a wedding. Now the wedding, it was supposed to be, I believe it's either 10 people or 25 people, right? That was more than the 10 or the 25 people. The police don't do nothing about it. Gary Griffith don't do nothing about it. What Gary Griffith do? Gary Griffith went down in Kelly Village in Valsayn where it had the Zest party to attack the black people and then create a loophole to say because the party we was paying by the door, because people was paying by the door, it come like a public place now and not a private place in Kelly Village. And the people in Valsayn, they didn't have to pay by the door. So that was private and they couldn't do nothing for that. Again, a next loophole to attack black people. So let me say now, the law is accurate now. That even make any sense? So you're trying to say because you ain't pay by the door, it's right for you to spread the coronavirus? But if it was paying by a door, it's wrong for you to be spreading the coronavirus? It don't make no sense. So it's right because they're not paying. It's wrong because they're paying to spread the coronavirus. These politicians and them, they don't give a damn about black people. They don't give a damn about black people, and this is why black people all need to come together. And we have to start to support each other as black people. You understand? That is what we have to do as a race. Right? That is what we have to do as a race. That is what we have to do as black people. Come together and stop loving these other races. Stop joining these other religions. Stop these religions only separating and making black people fight against each other. You understand? The amount of black people that get locked up for weed. Back then, before they had passed this law and say yeah, they had to have 4 marijuana in the house. Right? The amount of black people that get locked up for weed. If a police officer come in my yard and find weed on the ground, I and my whole team going down. But again, they just find loopholes. When they find weed in Kamla house, they don't lock up Kamla. Because why? She's a East Indian. You understand? When they find weed in Kamla house, they create a loophole and say when she's it could have been anybody because it was not in she house, it was in she land. So that could have been anybody. Again, a next loophole to defend them other races. But once you're black and you're poor and you're trying to make it, them does always try to create a loophole. The justice system, Gary Griffith and the government does find loopholes to oppress black people. And black people, we are to start to stand up now and start to unite and come together. Look what they're going to do with the founder of the SS now. You understand? I'm mad, as the Bible says, oppression make it a wise man mad. When black people oppress, we just get angry. Nothing wrong when a black man oppress. He just get angry. And right now I'm a wise man. I'm oppressed right now. Seeing all the conditions black people in. We are both training with babies and training in the labas. Black people getting kicked out of their house. Black people lost in a job. Black people going in the bank for a loan and the East Indian in the bank telling them no, you can't get a loan. You understand? The black doctor Gabriel get fired and the same East Indian doctor is still how you work. When I, as a black man, going through oppression and seeing that, I just get hurt. I can't study myself alone. You understand? I don't care if I have a house or a car or I have land or I have an airport. That is just me. I go be selfish to sit down here and say I make it in life. To hell with my other people. No. In this school, the I.S.U.P.K, Commanding General YAHANNA teach us to love our brothers and sisters. And even though if I making it and my brother not making it, I go feel hurt. And this is why I'm making this video now about hurt, boy. Black people hurting. These other races, I don't know what race Gary Griffith is, but I know he's definitely not a black man. And he's not a Hispanic man. You know, I don't know what race Gary Griffith is, but I know for sure Gary Griffith is against black people. I know for sure the government is against black people. And I know for sure the judicial system in Trinidad and Tobago is against black people. They don't like us to see us striving and making. They don't like us to see us making it. So they will always create loopholes. You understand? You understand? So this is why I have to say here, and black people, the fight is not amongst us black people. All is my flesh and blood. This is what Ephesians 6 and 12 say. You understand? We fight not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities and people in high places. Who is the people in high places? No black man in no high places. Is them East Indian and 1% in the high places? Is them. Who is the fighters on right now? We fight not against flesh and blood. Your flesh and blood is you black people. Use my flesh and blood. We fight not against flesh and blood, but against the people in these high places and people who doing this spiritual wickedness. When you turn on the TV and you're watching the shows that these white people create, every black man is a drug dealer. So why you feel black people become drug dealers? It's because the image what they're pushing on TV to make black people become drug dealers. So black people are just send out this video to let them know if all really want to have a love amongst black people when the other races oppressing us. The only way to have a love, the only way to really show love to other black people, the only way to know that is to get into the I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General YAHANNA. Shalom.
Amigo. Yo, V-Man, S-Man, Hilltop, Rifle, Dog Man.
Yeah, we better than them. Yeah, we better than them. Monsters out, ready up. Yeah, we living like the narcos. Cause we real melandros. Every hot gal and want take off clothes. Cause we real melandros. Big rifle busted like mangoes. Cause we real melandros. Think I joke tripe shirt from the North Coast. Come now, we real melandros. New generation touchdown. Tell a boy no fi fuck round. B-I-L, M-I-L, N-I-L fully locked down. Violate a hero, the clock sound. So no fuck with my dad them. On top it a mad them. Any pussy with a problem, the air will solve them. Cause you don't know the lion and lion is them torment. We evil, touching the bad. Whoa, cause in a man like we, and in a bad like we. B-I-L-A-G, don't take this lightly. I'ma run out on them with the P90. Bring militantly, boy then instantly. News report uncle said him dead in front. Watch it. Men is from infancy, real intelligent.